Chosen one, God exposed. A fake sister, what she did is worse than you know. Listen closely, because what I am revealing to you right now is not small, and if you scroll away, you may miss a turning point that was meant to protect your peace, your future, and the blessings I have prepared for you. I am telling you clearly that someone you trusted like a sister has not been who she appeared to be, and her actions have quietly worked against you in ways you did not fully see. This is not to create fear in you, but to open your eyes so you stop carrying confusion and start walking in clarity. What is being exposed is not just about her. It is about your growth, your protection, and the moment you finally stop doubting what you felt deep inside. Stay with this, because understanding this truth will change how you move, who you trust, and how you protect what I have placed in your life. Type Amen to affirm. You felt it before, even if you tried to ignore it. There were moments when her words sounded kind but left you feeling unsettled, moments when her support seemed present, but something in your spirit felt off. I saw every one of those moments, and I did not let them go unnoticed. The truth is, what she did was not always loud or obvious. It was quiet, hidden, and disguised in familiarity. That is why it confused you, because you expected harm from strangers, not from someone who stood close enough to call herself your sister. What she did goes deeper than simple misunderstanding or jealousy. There were intentions that did not align with your well-being, and choices she made that did not honor the bond you believed you shared. She may have spoken about you in ways you would not recognize, or stood in places where she smiled with you but worked against you behind your back. This is why things felt delayed, why certain opportunities felt blocked, and why your spirit kept warning you, even when your mind tried to stay loyal. I am not showing you this to make you bitter. I am showing you this so you can finally release what was never truly safe for you. You have been carrying loyalty for someone who did not carry the same heart for you, and that imbalance has been draining you slowly. I need you to understand that your kindness was not a mistake, your trust was not foolish, but it is time to stop pouring into a space that cannot hold your truth. Take a moment right now and gently tap the like button, not out of habit, but as a quiet sign that you are ready to receive clarity and protection in your life. You must also understand this clearly. Nothing she did has the power to destroy what I have planned for you. What she tried to interfere with, I have already restored. What she attempted to block, I have already redirected. You are not behind, you are not forgotten, and you are not losing anything that was truly meant for you. I am exposing this now because you are strong enough to see it without breaking. There were times when you questioned yourself, when you wondered if you were overthinking or being too sensitive. But that feeling inside you was not weakness, it was discernment trying to rise. You were sensing what was not right, even when you did not have clear proof. I gave you that inner knowing for a reason, and now I am confirming it so you stop doubting your own spirit. This exposure is also a moment of protection. I am separating you from what could have caused deeper harm if it continued. If I had revealed this earlier, you may not have been ready to accept it. You might have defended her or stayed connected out of habit and history. But now you are different, stronger, more aware, and more capable of choosing peace over attachment. Type 1111 if you believe. Do not rush to anger. Do not rush to confrontation. Not every truth needs to be spoken out loud to the person who caused it. Sometimes the most powerful response is quiet distance, a calm withdrawal, and a clear boundary that no longer allows access to your heart the same way. You do not need to prove what you know. You only need to honor it. You may be wondering why someone so close would act in such a way. The answer is not always simple, but often it comes from places of insecurity, comparison, and silent resentment. When someone sees your light but does not understand their own, they may begin to compete with what they should have supported. That is not your burden to fix, and it is not your responsibility to heal. I am asking you to release her without hatred. Holding on to anger will only tie you to the very energy I am trying to free you from. Let her go in your heart, even if she is still physically around for a short time. Create space within yourself first, and your outer world will follow. This is how you protect your peace without losing your kindness. You are still chosen, you are still protected. And nothing that was done in secret has escaped my sight. I am restoring your trust, not just in others, but in yourself. You will learn to recognize truth faster, to feel alignment clearly, and to walk away sooner when something does not feel right. This is a gift, even if it feels heavy right now. I am sharpening your discernment, so you stop ignoring what your spirit clearly recognizes. The more you honor this, the more protected your life becomes. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading so quickly everywhere? Recent CIA leaks have revealed a strong brain ritual that triggers an instant flow of wealth. This short technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly transforming lives. From heavy debt to dream vacations, this could be your path to abundance. If you are seeing this, consider yourself lucky, because the page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. There were patterns you overlooked because your heart wanted peace. You chose to believe the best, even when small signs kept appearing. I saw your effort to hold things together, to keep the bond alive, to give chances again and again. But now I am closing that chapter for you, not because you failed, but because you have learned what you needed to learn. You are not meant to stay in spaces where your loyalty is taken for granted. Type 777 if you trust in Jesus. You may begin to remember specific moments differently now. Things that once felt confusing will start to make sense. Words she spoke may echo in your mind with a new clarity, and actions that seemed harmless will reveal deeper meaning. This is not to overwhelm you, but to confirm what was hidden. I am bringing understanding so you can fully release any doubt that kept you tied to the wrong connection. What she did was not just emotional distance or simple inconsistency. There were intentions that did not honor your growth, and at times she may have quietly celebrated your struggles instead of standing beside you. This is painful to accept, but it is important for your healing. You cannot move forward fully if you keep pretending everything was genuine when it was not. Truth, even when it hurts, is what sets you free. You must also understand that her actions did not define your worth. Nothing she said, nothing she did behind your back, and nothing she attempted to block has the power to reduce who you are. You are still standing, still growing, still chosen. That alone proves that what was meant for you cannot be taken away by anyone, no matter how close they once seemed. This is the moment where you begin to rebuild your inner circle with intention. Not everyone who has access to your life deserves the same level of closeness. I am teaching you the difference between connection and alignment. Someone can be familiar, but not aligned with your purpose. Someone can be present, but not meant to walk with you into your future. Do not rush to replace this connection. Give yourself time to sit with what you have learned. Let your heart rest from trying to fix what was never stable. You have spent enough energy trying to understand someone who was not being honest with you. Now it is time to focus that energy back on yourself, on your healing, your peace, and your direction. There is also something deeper I want you to see. This situation has been strengthening your boundaries. You are learning that love does not mean unlimited access. You are learning that kindness does not require self-sacrifice. You are learning that you can care about someone and still choose distance when their presence disrupts your peace. This is growth, even if it feels uncomfortable. Type 222 to receive blessings. You will notice that as you begin to step back, your energy will shift. The heaviness you carried without realizing will begin to lift. Your thoughts will become clearer, your emotions more stable, and your sense of direction stronger. This is what happens when you remove yourself from environments that were quietly draining you. You will feel lighter, and that lightness is not accidental, it is restoration. Do not be surprised if she reacts when she senses your distance. People who are used to having access often notice when that access changes. She may try to reconnect, to explain, or to draw you back into the same pattern, but this time you must respond differently. You do not need to argue or explain everything you know. Your peace is not something you negotiate. You are not required to confront her with every detail. Not every truth needs to be spoken for it to be real. Sometimes silence carries more strength than words. You can choose to step away with grace, knowing that I have already seen everything that needed to be seen. You do not need validation from her for your decision to be right. This is also a reminder that not every relationship is meant to last forever. Some connections are meant to teach you, to shape you, and then to end. Holding on to them beyond their purpose only creates pain. I am guiding you out of this not to punish you, but to prepare you for something better. What is aligned with your future cannot fully enter while you are still holding on to what belongs to your past. You are entering a season where your circle will become smaller but stronger. The people who remain will not leave you questioning your worth. They will not make you feel like you have to earn their support. They will stand with you, not behind you, speaking against you. This is the kind of connection you deserve, and this is what I am leading you toward. Your strength is not in how long you endured this situation. Your strength is in your willingness to walk away once the truth is clear. Many people stay in unhealthy connections because they fear being alone or because they hold on to memories of how things used to be. But you are choosing truth over comfort, and that choice will bring you peace in ways you cannot yet fully see. As you move forward, I want you to trust yourself more. The same inner voice that tried to warn you before will guide you even more clearly now. You will begin to recognize energy faster, to notice patterns sooner, and to respond with wisdom instead of hesitation. This is not something to fear, it is something to embrace. There is no punishment waiting for you in this. There is only growth, clarity, and protection. I am not taking something good away from you. I am removing what was quietly working against you. And once you fully release it, you will begin to see how much space has opened up for something real, something honest, and something that truly supports your path. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into success? A confidential CIA finding exposes a unique 7-second practice that activates money-attracting brainwaves automatically. Backed by science and 4 elite labs, this simple home ritual is helping struggling people move into dream lifestyles. But this page may not stay live. Click the link in the description and comments before it is wiped from the internet. Do not look back with regret. Look back with understanding. Everything that happened has shaped your awareness. Everything you experienced has taught you what you will no longer accept. And that knowledge is powerful. It is the foundation for the next chapter of your life. There is a difference between someone who stands with you and someone who stands near you. She stood near you, shared your space, your time, and parts of your life, but her heart was not aligned with yours. You felt that misalignment many times, but you gave the benefit of the doubt because you believed in the bond. You held on to the idea of what she was supposed to be, even when her actions quietly showed you something else. Now I am asking you to release that idea and accept what is real. Type 1010 if you walk by faith. This truth may bring waves of emotion that you did not expect. You may feel sadness, anger, confusion, or even a strange emptiness. That is natural, because you are not just letting go of a person, you are letting go of the version of her you believed in. You are releasing the memories that felt genuine and the moments that made you think the connection was safe. Give yourself permission to feel this, but do not stay there. Feel it, understand it, and then let it pass through you. You must also be careful not to turn this pain into self-blame. You did not cause this. You did not deserve this. You showed up with honesty, with care, and with a willingness to support someone you trusted. That is not something to regret. The only thing you need to learn from this is how to recognize when that same level of honesty is not being returned. This is not about becoming guarded in a way that shuts everyone out. It is about becoming wise in a way that protects your heart. There were moments when she saw your progress and felt something she did not speak about. Instead of celebrating you, something within her compared, questioned, and resisted your growth. That quiet resistance shaped her actions more than you realized. It showed up in subtle ways, in how she responded to your success, in how she reacted to your struggles, and in how she carried your name in spaces you were not present. These are the things I am bringing to light now. Type 555 to affirm. You may never hear her admit what she has done. You may never receive the explanation you once hoped for. And that can feel frustrating, because part of you wants closure that comes directly from her. But your closure does not depend on her words. Your closure comes from the clarity I am giving you right now. It comes from your ability to accept what has been revealed and choose peace over confusion. Understand this clearly. Silence from her does not erase truth. Denial does not cancel reality. And her inability to acknowledge what she did does not make your experience less valid. You know what you felt. You know what you observed. And now you know what I have confirmed. That is enough for you to move forward without looking back for answers that may never come. You are stepping into a space where your peace will no longer be negotiable. Before, you may have tolerated things that did not feel right just to keep the connection. You may have stayed quiet when you felt uncomfortable just to avoid conflict. But now that you see clearly, you will not be able to return to that version of yourself. Growth does not allow you to go back to what once drained you without awareness. This is also where your strength will be tested in a different way, not through endurance, but through your ability to let go. It takes strength to walk away from something familiar, even when it is not good for you. It takes strength to choose yourself when you have spent so much time choosing others. And it takes strength to trust that what you are leaving behind is not meant for your future. As you create distance, you will begin to notice how much of your energy was tied to this connection. Thoughts that once circled your mind will begin to quiet down. Emotions that felt overwhelming will begin to settle. This is not because the situation never mattered, but because you are no longer feeding it with your attention. Where your focus goes, your energy follows. And now, your energy is returning to you. Do not be surprised if new people begin to enter your life during this time. When you release what is not aligned, you create space for what is. But I want you to move slowly, and carefully. Do not rush to fill the space just because it feels empty. Allow yourself to adjust, to heal, and to rebuild your sense of trust. The right connections will not require you to ignore your intuition. There is something powerful happening within you right now. You are learning to listen to yourself again. You are learning that your inner voice is not something to silence or question constantly. It is something to respect. The more you trust it, the stronger it becomes. And the stronger it becomes, the more it protects you from situations like this in the future. You are not alone in this process. Even in the moments when you feel isolated, I am with you. I see the quiet thoughts you do not share with anyone. I feel the emotions you try to keep under control. And I am guiding you through each step of this, even when it feels uncertain. You are being led, not left behind. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many people are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has surfaced, revealing a brain technique that pulls in wealth almost like magic. It takes just 7 seconds, can be done at home, and is supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are leaving debt behind and enjoying luxury right now. But this information might be removed soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. This is not the end of your ability to trust. This is the beginning of a healthier way of trusting. You will not close your heart completely. You will simply become more aware of who you open it to. And that awareness will save you from repeating what you have just experienced. The version of you that allowed this for so long is not the same version that stands here now. You have changed. You have seen too much, felt too much, and learned too much to go back to who you were before. And that change is something to honor, not something to fear. What you are walking away from was not your loss. It was a lesson that has now completed its purpose. And what you are walking toward is a life where your peace, your truth, and your value are not questioned by the people you allow close to you. You will notice that your tolerance for certain behaviors is no longer the same. What you once excused, you now recognize clearly. This is not you becoming cold or distant. This is you becoming aware. Awareness does not remove your ability to love. It refines it. It teaches you where to place your energy and where to withdraw it. You are learning that not every connection deserves your full presence, and that lesson will protect you in ways you cannot yet fully measure. Type 1212 to claim miracles. There will be moments when memories try to pull you back. You may remember the good times and question whether you are being too harsh or too quick to distance yourself. That is a natural response because your heart holds on to what once felt real. But you must not allow selective memory to rewrite the truth. The same moments you remember with warmth existed alongside actions that caused confusion and imbalance. Do not let nostalgia become a trap. It is easy to romanticize the past when you are standing in the discomfort of change. But the past you are remembering is not the full picture. It is only the part that felt safe. You must hold on to the complete truth, not just the parts that make you want to go back. There is something else I want you to understand clearly. What was done to you did not just affect your emotions, it affected your confidence in ways you may not have noticed. When someone close to you moves in hidden ways, it can create doubt within you. You begin to question your judgment, your perception, and even your worth. That is why I am restoring your clarity now. You are not someone who misses signs. You are someone who chose patience and gave chances. That is not weakness, that is a reflection of your heart. But now that you have seen what was behind those moments, you will not ignore yourself again. This is the difference between who you were and who you are becoming. Type Amen to affirm. You are also stepping into a deeper understanding of boundaries. Before, You may have seen boundaries as something that could push people away. You may have feared that setting limits would make you seem distant or uncaring. But now you are learning that boundaries are not walls, they are filters. They allow the right people in and keep the wrong energy out. You do not need to explain every boundary you set. You do not need to justify your distance to someone who has already shown you why that distance is necessary. Your peace is reason enough. Your clarity is reason enough. And your growth is reason enough. There is also a quiet strength growing in you that you may not fully recognize yet. It is the strength of knowing when to stay silent, when to step back, and when to move forward without looking for approval. This kind of strength does not need validation. It is steady, grounded, and deeply connected to your truth. You will begin to notice that your energy feels more stable. The emotional ups and downs that once felt overwhelming will begin to settle. This is because you are no longer connected to the source that was creating that imbalance. When you remove yourself from what drains you, your natural state begins to return. Do not be afraid of the distance that is forming. Distance is not always loss. Sometimes it is protection. Sometimes it is the only way to create space for healing, and sometimes it is the beginning of something far better than what you had before. You are not meant to carry resentment as you move forward. Holding on to anger will only keep you tied to what you are trying to leave behind. I am asking you to release it, not for her sake, but for yours. When you release anger, you free yourself from the weight of what happened. Forgiveness does not mean you accept what was done. It means you choose not to let it control your future. You can forgive and still choose distance. You can let go and still protect yourself. These two things can exist together, and learning that will bring you peace. You may also begin to notice that your priorities are shifting. What once felt important may no longer hold the same value. You are becoming more focused on what brings you peace, growth, and alignment. This is not accidental. This is a reflection of your inner change. There is a new level of self-respect growing within you. You are no longer willing to settle for connections that feel uncertain or unbalanced. You are no longer willing to question your worth just to keep someone close. This is a powerful shift, and it will shape the kind of relationships you allow in your life moving forward. The space that is opening around you is not empty. It is being prepared. What is coming next will not carry the same confusion. It will not make you question where you stand. It will not require you to ignore your intuition. The connections that are aligned with you will feel different. They will feel steady, honest, and clear. Trust that what you are experiencing right now is necessary. It may not feel comfortable, but it is leading you to a place where your peace is not constantly tested. You are being guided away from what was hidden and toward what is real. Why are so many people saying this CIA ritual changed their life in only 7 seconds? This leaked CIA method is powerful and effective. A short brainwave technique, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping regular people move from broke to prosperous. Dream homes, cars, and trips are becoming possible. But this video could be taken down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments now before it is gone. But now that you have seen clearly, you cannot return to that place of silence within yourself. That inner voice has grown stronger, and it will not allow you to settle for confusion again. This is not a loss of innocence, it is the gaining of wisdom. There is a shift happening in how you carry yourself, even if you have not fully noticed it yet. You are becoming more still, more observant, and more intentional with your energy. You are no longer reacting the same way to everything around you. Instead of immediately giving your time and attention, you are pausing, feeling, and deciding. This pause is powerful because it allows you to choose what aligns with your peace instead of what simply feels familiar. Type 1010 if you trust God. You may begin to see how much you once overextended yourself in that connection. You gave more than you received, supported more than you were supported, and stayed longer than your spirit was comfortable with. That imbalance is something you will not repeat, not because you have become less giving, but because you have learned that giving without balance leads to exhaustion. You are now choosing connections that pour back into you. There is also a deeper healing taking place within you. The confusion that once clouded your thoughts is being replaced with clarity. The doubt that once made you question yourself is being replaced with quiet confidence. You are beginning to trust what you feel without needing constant confirmation from others. This is a significant change, and it will guide you into a more peaceful life. Do not be surprised if you feel moments of loneliness during this transition. When you remove someone who occupied space in your life, there will naturally be a gap. But that gap is not something to fear. It is space that is being cleared for something better. It is room for connections that will not make you question where you stand or how you are valued. Type 333 if you believe. There is something important I want you to remember in those quieter moments. Being alone is not the same as being unsupported. You are not without presence in your life. I am with you, guiding you, strengthening you, and protecting you even when you cannot see it clearly. You are not navigating this on your own, even when it feels like you are. As you continue forward, you will begin to notice that your standards are changing. You are no longer drawn to the same kind of energy. What once felt normal may now feel uncomfortable or misaligned. This is because you have grown beyond it. Growth changes your perspective, and your perspective shapes your choices. You are also learning to value your peace in a way you never have before. You are realizing that peace is not something to sacrifice for the sake of keeping someone in your life. It is something to protect at all costs. When you protect your peace, you protect your clarity, your direction, and your ability to move forward without unnecessary weight. There will come a moment when you fully accept that what happened was not your fault. That moment will feel like a release, like something heavy has finally been lifted from your shoulders. You will stop replaying situations in your mind, trying to understand what you could have done differently. You will see clearly that you showed up with honesty, and that is enough. This acceptance will bring a sense of calm that you have been missing. It will allow you to move forward without carrying the past with you. You will no longer feel tied to what happened. Instead, you will feel free to step into what is ahead. You are also being prepared for stronger, healthier connections. The people who will enter your life moving forward will not carry the same hidden intentions. They will not make you feel uncertain or confused. Their presence will feel steady, and their actions will match their words. This is the kind of connection you deserve, and this is what I am aligning you with. But before those connections fully arrive, you must continue to strengthen your relationship with yourself. You must continue to trust your inner voice, to honor your feelings, and to stand firm in your boundaries. This is the foundation that will support everything that comes next. There is no need to rush this process. Healing does not happen all at once. It unfolds step by step, moment by moment. Some days will feel lighter, and others may feel heavier. But each step is moving you forward, even when it does not feel that way. You are not the same person who entered that connection. You have grown, learned, and changed in ways that cannot be undone. And that growth will continue to guide you, shaping the life you are building, moving forward. What you are leaving behind was not meant to go with you into your future. It served its purpose, and now it is complete. Holding on to it would only slow you down and keep you from what is ahead. You are stepping into a new chapter, one where your clarity leads, your peace is protected, and your value is not questioned. This is not something you have to earn. It is something you are stepping into because you have learned what you needed to learn. What is really behind the 7-second brain technique that is creating new millionaires? A surprising CIA leak has revealed a short brain ritual that is helping normal people erase debt and attract serious wealth. With validation from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into a better life. Homes, cars, and vacations are becoming reality. But the government could remove this at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. Trust where you are being led. Even if you cannot see the full path yet, know that it is unfolding exactly as it should. You are not lost. You are being guided into a life that reflects your truth, your strength, and your worth.